Minnesota has done a great job of making energy cleaner and cleaner, keeping it affordable, keeping it reliable. We're going to continue on that path. But we also recognize that energy is not equally affordable to everyone. Some folks have a higher, what we call energy burden.
Many people that are low income have to make choices, difficult choices about where to spend their money. They're often choosing between spending money on groceries, on rent, on medical expenses, on childcare. Those are really difficult and unfortunate decisions that people shouldn't have to make.
Having utilities is just a basic human right. It's a basic human need. You can't live without it. People need it.
We want energy to be affordable and reliable and increasingly clean for everyone.
Fresh Energy is a nonprofit organization that works to advance clean energy policies that will achieve a carbon-neutral economy. One of our jobs at Fresh Energy is to hold utilities accountable to Minnesota's clean energy future.
The auto bill credit is specifically designed to address energy burden, to look at those geographic areas within Xcel service territory where energy burden tends to be higher.
It is saying we know that you have a low income and that you have a high energy bill, and we are going to, without you having to do anything else, without making you go through an application process, so we are going to provide this benefit to you directly. This program is the first of its kind in the nation. The process that led to the development was a series of meetings, ideating with community leaders that represent community members to better understand what the priorities were on how to create more equitable energy policy. We knew that Sabathani was an important choice.
Sabathani Community Center is the heart of South Minneapolis. Our mission is to provide people of all ages and cultures with essential resources that inspire them to improve their life and build a thriving community, and we've been doing that for 60 years now. We talk so often here at Sabathani around building generational wealth. They can take that money and start building a brighter future for not only for themselves, but for their children, right?
So the idea for the auto bill credit came out of a group that was designed to broaden participation, build trust, talk about the hard things. More than 25 groups signed on to the petition.
It wasn't Xcel telling us, what to do and how to do it. It was the community and Xcel working together.
A lot of the conversations in the stakeholder group focused around the 80% of customers that were not receiving energy assistance. Is there a way that we can reach those customers? And there is a way to solve the problem. We designed a way. We know geographically where there are people with low incomes and high energy burdens. We can use that information to make people's lives better.
Even if they apply, if they don't have everything, they won't get the assistance. So the ABC credit is totally different. You don't have to apply.
The households were chosen using a mapping tool that Xcel Energy developed that shows where there are areas of poverty in the state. And those areas that have a very low income were the areas that were targeted to receive the bill credit.
They're going to automatically get that credit. And so it's just a win-win. We talked to some households who received that benefit. Getting that automatic bill credit just changed her life. It allowed her to be able to budget. It allowed her to be able to get her grandson, actually, a pair of gym shoes this month because she knew she was getting this credit. She said being able to have a bill every month that's affordable means she can pay it consistently and on time, and that's going to get reported out to the credit bureau, which is going to help her in the long run have a good credit score and be able to, get a car or get housing later on down the road.
And what I can tell you is that we're going to see folks being able to keep their energy on, right? Going to be able to start to save money and then start to look at different ways that they can spend that money. Put money aside to build some generational wealth to pay for education for their children. It means that people in our community have access to options.
In this pilot, we have 17,000 customers who are now getting bill credits. As we move to invest in more and more renewable energy, carbon-free electricity, working to decarbonize the natural gas system, Fresh Energy has been a really key ally both at the legislature and at the Public Utilities Commission.
It's important for Sabathani to have partners like Fresh Energy. We couldn't do it alone. whether getting that access to legislators, to folks who are doing this work. It was important to have folks like Fresh Energy walk alongside us.
Fresh Energy is a leader at the Public Utilities Commission and the state legislature on clean energy. And when you support Fresh Energy, you are getting experts that understand the clean energy landscape, understand the goal of creating an equitable clean energy transition, and supporting people that are involved in programs like this. I spend a lot of time talking to other utilities and stakeholders around the country about how to deliver energy assistance and how to make energy policy more equitable. And when I talk about this automatic bill credit, people are wowed. It feels like we are really leading on the country in how to deliver energy assistance.
Fresh Energy advocates on behalf of people who need their voice heard, and it amplifies the voice of people who don't even know that they need their voices heard. They have a real way of knowing what is happening in the community, knowing what people need, and knowing how to advocate on behalf of those people. I'm glad to be able to work with them, and I'm glad that they exist in Minnesota.